Isn't It Romantic stars Rebel Wilson as this working woman who has grown up without believing in romance or fairy tales because of some things that her mother taught her when she was a younger girl. And, she's at the point where, she insults her closest friend for being, kind of in love with the idea of romantic comedies. Well, one day she gets hit. She hits her head after she gets in a mugging in the subway, and she wakes up, and all of a sudden her life has become this self-aware romantic comedy. Now, for those of the uninitiated, the people who haven't seen anything on my channel, the first thing that I like to do is to just let you guys know how I do things on this channel. In order to get my thoughts out about a film, I do a pro and con list, and, those are pretty simple for anybody who's actually done them. Pro is good, con is bad. There's your disclaimer. Let's go ahead and get into the review. The film does do what it stated that it would do in the trailers, which is that it plays with pretty much every single romantic comedy trope that there ever was to an outrageous degree. And believe me, it gets outrageous to where all you need to do is look in the background, and you will be laughing nonstop at the shit that goes on just in the background. Hell, one of the things that I noticed in the background was that those parking signs where it'll say like free parking from 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. Some random time like that. They would say shit like now till eternity, and then under it it'd say till death do us part. Lots of painstaking detail went into the production design of this film, and I think that that's the most impressive part about this film. And whenever the focus is on making fun of the film genre that has been on the decline for almost 2 decades, if not longer, and everyone pretty much already knows that romantic comedies maybe aren't the best genre, the film and story work very well, but there are many instances where it decides to utilize these tropes in a serious manner, and, just for the narrative. And because of all of that, because it is part of the norm of romantic comedies, these sections don't feel fresh at all, especially the so-called reveal that the best friend of the main character is the true love interest. And, again, this is not a spoiler unless you have been banned from seeing romantic comedies pretty much until now. I'm going to pick out 2 performances to put in the pro section, and those are Rebel Wilson and Ian Hemsworth. Of course, Rebel Wilson shows that, she can lead a film, and her character, with her natural doubtfulness and skepticism, made the narrative with pretty much any of its faults still feel fun overall. And as for the other Hemsworth brother, which I'm sure most people tend to refer to him as such, I only have seen a couple of things that he was in. His performances were either average, across the playing field, or a bit lesser, or just maybe he gave a bad performance. But in this one, you could see the talent that ran in their family, and not to mention the fact that you could tell that Ian was enjoying every single second of this movie, just embracing the craziness of his character. There is one particular, rom-com cliche that I did not enjoy in this film, even though they were making fun of it, which was, it was justified, but it was just... it involves the quintessential gay best friend. When I saw that they were, I saw what they were going for, and while I did, the performance of the actor, as well as how his character was written, just annoyed the hell out of me. And I think the majority of the issue, it comes from just how annoyingly flamboyant they made him out to be. I also have to point out that the premise, when you break it down, is a little too familiar, especially in the past year or earlier, especially when you consider that the entire, the main crux of the plot starts when a main character hits their head, and then all of a sudden some kind of perception is changed, or their entire world changes. I mean, just think about Amy Schumer's I Feel Pretty, or a movie that I reviewed maybe a week ago, if even that, in What Men Want. And honestly, you know, even though the execution in Isn't It Romantic is better than both of those movies, I'm still getting sick and tired of that trope being so consistent. In the end, I personally found Isn't It Romantic to be entertaining when it focused on actually being a satire, and I feel like that is where you will get the majority of your laughs. Or laughs. Why did I say laughs? There are definitely worse films that you can see on Valentine's Day or Valentine's Day weekend, which is pretty much what we're in right now. But I'm not personally planning on seeing it again. But if you just want to go out for a fun time, a nice little date night movie or girls' night out, this is a good movie for you guys. And with all that being said, I'm done with this review. Now, right after this, I am going to record my video on Alita Battle Angel, which we also saw about half an hour after this movie. And then afterwards, I'm going to record one of the Best Picture nominees videos, and then I'll be done for the night. And I gotta tell you, I'll tell you in the Alita video why I'm tired, because right now, you know, I don't want to just rush and get the videos over with, but I know that, you know, I'm going to have to speed it up a little bit because I am tired, but I'll tell you guys about it in the next video. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do not hesitate to hit that like button, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button in order to, it's already hard for me to talk, but just hit that subscribe button if you want to keep up to date with everything going on the channel. Thank you guys once again. Farewell until the next video, which is literally in 5 minutes my time, but maybe an hour your guys' time, I don't know. But anyway, you guys have a good day.